American wines have never been my out-and-out favourites, but I do have to admit they're beginning to grow on me. Time, I think, for a little California dreaming on a winter's day, and a Central Coast Chardonnay coming right up. Hi guys, welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the show which, as you probably know by now, brings you news, clues and reviews. Indeed, it tries to keep you up to speed about just about everything that's happening in the world of wine. And all our wine picks are, of course, independently chosen, and when not sponsored here on the channel, you can trust what we tell you about value for money. My wine of the week for this week is this one here, and it is indeed from California, and it goes under the name of Edna Valley Central Coast Chardonnay, and the vintage is 2018. And this wine comes in for a price of just under €16 a bottle where I am. So what's the backstory to this particular number here? Well, this is from California's Central Coast, and the producer of the wine is Edna Valley Vineyard, and it's 100% Chardonnay, so a single variety wine. Now, Edna Valley is based about 183 miles, 300 kilometers or so northwest of Los Angeles, up US 101, and the vineyard itself is set back about 20 kilometers or so from the Pacific coast, up in the foothills of the coastal range mountains. So Chardonnay naturally is considered to be a cooler climate wine, along with the Pinot Noir, which also does extremely well on California's coast there. And Chardonnay naturally is, or was, I don't know whether it still is, but it was a big trendy favorite amongst the Americans and indeed worldwide. All right, let's take a look at the wine in the glass here. Now, this is a dry wine. It's actually got a fairly high alcohol content, 13.9%, 4 grams per litre of residual sugar in this wine. Right, now in the glass, we can see that the wine has a very, very typical straw gold colour. It looks extremely attractive, a lovely kind of light gold in colour in the glass here. Promises a lot, I think, at least in terms of colour. Let's see how it does in the nose. Here we go. Now, the aroma on this wine is extremely fruity. What am I getting in terms of those fruits? Let's see if we can put a name on them. I would be tempted to think that peach or apricot is the dominant aroma here. But there is something else in addition to the peachy aroma, something in the direction of honeymelon. Honeymelon, I think, would be my first choice. Maybe even a touch of white currant. And there is also a certain toastiness, not very strong, but a slight toastiness in the nose to this wine, which of course we do normally associate with the oaked Chardonnay. All right, so far so good. Fruitiness, I think, however, is the dominant one here. Lovely. Let's try the wine now in the palate and see how we get on. I'll be looking for creaminess, nuttiness, and also a good balance of fruit and acid. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Now, this wine has been in the fridge for about an hour or so. The serving temperature is just about right. We'll come back to that in a moment. The wine impresses, first of all, by a very, very nice balance of fruit and acid. And in the back of the wine, there is a lovely kind of creaminess, a smoothness to the wine, which is very, very appealing. Let's give it another quick taste. Okay, now we have the fruitiness, and indeed the fruit in terms of flavors very much mirrors the nose. So we're getting those peachy apricot-y flavors. We're getting the honeymelon, but we're also getting something else now in the mouth. We're getting a kind of a citrus acidity, which is very, very pleasant. There's also, what would I call it, a touch of herbiness in this wine as well, particularly in the finish of the wine. The herbiness comes through. Slight toastiness, not tremendous toastiness here, and also that kind of creamy smoothness blended with a little bit of spice in the finish of the wine. Very nice indeed. Got to have a little swig more. Yes, indeed. Very nice. Very nice indeed. The finish on the wine is honeymelon, a touch of sweetness, even though this is a dry wine, with a little hint of spice on it. Very nice. Now, this is an American wine. I can appreciate it's dry, it's oaky, creamy, but it's not overdone. It doesn't seem to be too manipulated. It's acidic, it's fresh, but it's unmistakably a Chardonnay. Now, what are we going to be enjoying this with? Well, you know, this is crying out for fish, seafood, preferably grilled or fried, I think. This would work nicely with sea bass or something like pike perch, or deep fried whitebait, for example. Serving temperature for this wine, probably around the 9 or 10 degree mark. Let's bring you the heads up. This is a quality, reasonably priced Chardonnay from California's Central Coast, northwest of LA. Honeymelon and peach, lovely acidity, a hint of toastiness, perfect with fish at Christmas. Go for it. Fully deserving of 4 stars out of 5. Okay folks, many thanks for tuning in and checking out this week's video. And of course this was an introduction to a very nice Chardonnay from America's West Coast, Edna Valley from California. Nice stuff. Okay, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard, then please do feel free to give us a big thumbs up. Yeah, give us a like. We do enjoy getting those. Drop a comment down below if you feel that way inclined. Share the video around. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And while you're about it, why not hit that little bell icon down below, and you'll be informed as soon as every new video is uploaded. And naturally, I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week for you. But until we meet again, this is Tony Melville signing off and saying, yay, take care out there, be good to each other, enjoy your wines, and cheers.